The Galaxy Note 10 was a disappointment to a lot of people, as you would have seen in the previous video, which talked about it compared to the Galaxy Note 9 and how in a lot of cases the Note 9 is a better buy than the Note 10. But today is a different story because I want to talk about the Galaxy S10e. It's been my daily driver ever since I started working here, and there's something about it that just, I don't know, it keeps me here, and it doesn't let me go to any other device. But I want to talk about why the Galaxy Note 10 has specifically kind of brought up my love again for the S10e, and why I think it's still my favourite phone of all time. The first thing is the size. Obviously, this thing is a 5.8 inch display, and it makes everything kind of small, and it makes everything on the screen small, but it just makes it so much easier to hold in the hand, and I love that about the S10e. There are very few smartphones these days, at least flagship ones, with flagship specs that sport a display under 6 inches, and at 5.8, that is the perfect sweet spot for me with this phone. The Note 10 starts at 6.3 inches, which I think is a little bit big for a smartphone, and goes all the way up to 6.8, just making me love the 5.8 inch display on this even more. Next up is that display, which I absolutely love. Now, it's Super AMOLED, and yes, it's only 1080p, but fun fact, it's the same pixel resolution as the standard Note 10, only this display is half an inch smaller, so the PPI is higher, making the sharpness higher, making the viewing experience kind of better in a way. No, but seriously, I love that about the S10e. Samsung makes some of the best displays in the world, and the S10e is no exception. The 1080p resolution means that the battery life is slightly better, which we'll talk about in a second, and it also just makes everything a lot smoother because the GPU and the CPU don't have to work as hard to push as many pixels. There are little nuances that make this thing perfect for me. I don't mind the fact that it's a 3100 mAh battery because I seem to get a full day just fine, and I still get that wireless power share and wireless charging and fast charging. So there's that. Also, I really like horizontal camera layouts like the one on the S10 series. I don't like the way the camera hump looks on the Note 10. I don't know if that's just me. And I love the physical fingerprint reader. I am so tired of getting my hands slightly wet, my fingers slightly wet, and going and using an under display or in display fingerprint scanner because a lot of the time they just don't work as well as something like the super fast capacitive one on the side of the S10e, which doubles as the power button. We get that aforementioned battery tech, but we also get autofocus on the front-facing camera, we get a headphone port, and we get microSD expansion. And because I have the Duos version, I actually get dual SIM as well. It's got the flagship system on a chip, the same one that we found in the Note 10 and Note 10 Plus, despite all the rumours saying that it was going to have the Snapdragon 855 Plus. We get decent RAM configurations with this thing, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage, and all of that with its brilliant camera, its brilliant ultra-wide camera, which you can actually use in night mode, which is something that I've missed when I was using the OnePlus 7 Pro. All of that in a package that's 540 euros. To me, that's mind-boggling. The fact that we get a basically no compromises flagship this small at this price when the Note 10 is out there is just insane. It's like Samsung has two completely different departments for their smartphones working on these phones. You've got this one that's kind of like a best of everything and is competing with the iPhone XR and the likes of that. And then you've got, well, the Note 10 Plus, which seems to be competing with itself with the S10 5G. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. Either way, that's been my little talk and my little kind of opinion piece on why I think the S10e is one of my favourite smartphones of all time and what's keeping me to the S10 and not to other smartphones, because arguably there are objectively better smartphones on the market. But the Note 10 has kind of just proven to me that the S10e is one of the best things that Samsung could ever make. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please do like, comment and subscribe if you're new around here to never miss a video like this one, and also check out the links in the video description. I've been Ryan Thomas with Android Authority, and I'll see you later. Peace.